Hi and welcome to Ambrosia. My name is Bhavya Desai and today is all about Xage, which looks like a coaster but has a unique purpose. Now the price of this is rupees 3000 on the website of the company. Now what this does is this actually removes impurities and smoothens your drink without changing its flavor profile. But whether this is a marketing gimmick or it actually does what it says. Before watching this video, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel, also like and share this, and let's get started. So once ordered, this comes in a very simple black box with the branding on top. Inside, you get the literature, which is a little bit of information about this. Now, the manufacturer and the instruction clearly states that once started using, it is effective for 12 months. But within that period or duration of 12 months, you can actually use this as many times as you want. So I would actually categorize this more as a tech-based product because it uses patented technology called the quantum Tesla nano resonance technology, which uses this trademark called active mix. This actually claims to alter the molecular structure of the spirit using a frequency to mature and speed up that process. Now the manufacturer also claims that this is not something which is really to be used with extra age spirits. For example, something like an 8-year-old or a 12-year-old single malt, it is possible that you might not tell the difference because those spirits are already pretty matured and they're already very smooth. Personally, I think this is something which would be pretty useful with the premium based category of alcohols, cocktails or IMFLs, even for something which is probably 3 to 4 year age spirits, because that's where you really require the congeners or the impurities to get much smoother. So before I move forward, I'm just going to pour 2 glasses of whiskey because this requires about 20 to 30 minutes for it to actually work. Congeners are basically minor compounds which are, apart from ethanol, there are actually some impurities which creep into the alcohol due to the fermenting and the aging process. Now congeners are also very different on different types of spirits. For example, traditionally the clear spirits, which are like your vodkas, your wines, your beers and all of these things, they tend to have lesser congeners. In comparison, whiskey is the one which usually has the maximum amount of congeners, and that's the reason why in order to review this I have used whiskey as my base. What happens is, in a 12-year-old, which is basically a single malt, over the course of the maturation process, when the spirit stays in the cask, it already reduces and naturally filters and processes the impurities, which is the reason why when you taste a single malt, it is a lot smoother, the character is a lot wholesome, it gives you that great refined feel and also that flavor when you mouth it. Now it's been about 15 odd minutes that this has actually been working, and I know I'm going to wait for another about 5 to 7 minutes more before I start tasting it. So the moment of truth, quick word of advice for anyone who actually swirls a whiskey glass to bring out its aroma, that's not really the way to do it. You just have to hold your palm, give the warmness to the spirit and just tilt it a little bit. When you tilt it a little bit, it automatically just releases all the aroma of the alcobev spirit, especially whiskey. So you can obviously easily get the spirit, you can easily get the punch. Now I'm going to use this. So immediately I can clearly tell that there is a big difference in the amount of hit that you get, like the punch in the spirit that this is as compared to the actual spirit. It's definitely lesser, which means that the disc is surely doing something. So now it's time to taste, and here goes. Wow, it actually has smoothened the spirit quite a bit. But with that, I can easily feel that the punchiness, the bite of the alcohol has reduced for sure. It has definitely become a lot more refined, a lot more smooth. Even when it's going inside, I can definitely feel that there's a little bit less of a burn. What I'm also getting is that the punchiness of the spirit, which is also its effectiveness, maybe the potency, I think that's something which is definitely lesser as well in comparison with the alcohol. I think it also changes the taste a little bit. Although the manufacturer says that there's no change in the flavor profile, I can feel that there is a little bit of difference in the flavor profile of what I'm tasting here and what I'm tasting here for sure. So what do I think about the Xage Disc? The biggest question in my mind is, who would really use this? For example, when I think of a user like me who usually prefers a good, nice aged spirit, then whether I'd be interested in waiting 30 odd minutes to put my alcohol on this and then have a sip or drink it slowly. Maybe you could actually add some ice, maybe you could add water or whatever, or however you drink your drink, and then just leave it on this, and while you're talking to your friends, while having a conversation, you could eventually just have some sips and drink it and things like that. The good part and the part that I really like is that it's surely doing what it claims. Surely it's making that spirit quite smooth, which was very nice and good to see, which means that this is not a marketing gimmick, it actually works. If you are someone who really likes to smoothen off your drinks, especially for someone who's drinking alcobev or spirits in that category, which is basically in that popular sort of a 300 to 600 or maybe even 1,000 rupee range, it'll definitely change your spirit to be a lot more smoother. Will it give you the drink the way you want it, or the flavor profile that the manufacturer wants you to have it? Now that's a completely different question. Comment below. Like, share and subscribe to our channel. Do share this with everybody who really likes interesting products, because this one is really interesting. And until next time, drink responsibly.